Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You join us here on a wonderful, beautiful day here at the Gold Coast. We're going to start our day here at the campsite. I'm going to show you what it looks like to be on the move. Now, campsites vary. They can be really bad, or they can look just beautiful like this. Look at this. I'm going to come back a bit. Right, it's got a lagoon. Look at that. Two massive jumping pillows in the middle of this massive lagoon, and it was only $15 per person per night. This is great. So this morning we're going to be heading down towards the beach, obviously the Gold Coast, you can't miss that. Then this evening we're heading towards Byron Bay, and then tomorrow the day at Byron Bay. Makes sense, but we will see you later. It's so windy here, but there you go, have a look. Yes, I'm covering myself with a radiant towel to not get sand in my camera. So we only spent a few minutes literally on Palm Beach because the wind was just so intense and sand went everywhere, still in the ears and such. But now we're heading down the road. Heading down the road to Byron Bay. The sun is out, it's gleaming, it's looking good today. Yeah, have a look at this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we've made it here to Byron Bay. Let me show you a few views of the bay itself. Can you spot, while I do this, the unorganised group of backpackers that have been camping on this beach for the day and are now trying to attempt to move an entire tent along the beach? But here's the views and the tent dwelling people. As you can see from that, Byron Bay is a very free-spirited town. Like, the vibe here, very, very, very hippie. So we've just come into town to see what it's all about, what's going down. I've had to park our van on the seafront. Some terrible car spaces, I tell you. We're just going to show you about. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coffs Harbour, which is sort of halfway between Brisbane and Sydney. This thing I had to point out this morning is the fact that there is wild kangaroos at our campsite this morning. Have a look at this. They're just chilling out. So yes, so today's activities, we're going to go and play some ping pong first of all, which is always what you need to do in the morning. Then we're going to be heading all the way down to Port Stephens. It's another 4-hour drive. We've got to wash a van. We're always applying for jobs and apartments, so it's all going down at the moment. We'll catch up with you very shortly. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Port Stephens, or just outside Port Stephens, on our way down to Sydney. I haven't been able to film today as my camera, I may have sat on it and the lens cap wouldn't automatically go up. So fix that. We're just packing up the camper van now because we're going to be dropping it off tomorrow morning. We've got a manic day planned, so we'll be getting up about 7 to leave here for about 7:30. Drive to Sydney, drop the camper off, run across the city. We've got an apartment viewing because we've got to find somewhere to live, and you're going to be joining us on the wild ride, hopefully, if I don't sit on my camera again. So good evening, everyone. Yeah. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You find us here in Port Stephens, and we're now finally on our way back to Sydney, to civilization. Now I am vlogging and walking this morning so that I can show you last night. So last night, obviously, you go to the bathroom in the night. Comes to the bathroom, right, it is absolutely covered with flies and bugs, and they're still on the roof, so you can see them. just up here. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So now we're going to be on our way back to Sydney. Last night we spent reminiscing about the trip and the highs, the lows. It's like the lows. Campervanning is expensive. Like, you don't think of it, but you got to pay for the campervan, all the bedding, campsites, food, fuel. It's expensive as hell. Then you've also got the highlights, so holding a koala. And one of my highlights for campsite wise is waking up, looking out the campervan door and seeing Magnetic Island and Mission Beach. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Off we go. So we're now back in Sydney. We've dropped off our camper van, but on the way back we had a terrible accident. Look, we rolled it. Look, there you go. Whoopsie! No, we didn't, just kidding. It's one of the nice pristine ones over there. So now we're back in Sydney. We're going to be checking into our hostel and then we will be returning to normal life, and we'll see you in a bit. So we've arrived here in Sydney. Finally, after dropping off the camper van, rushing across the city to get here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the travel vlogs. So next step in Sydney is to try and find somewhere to live and a job before all my money runs out and I've got to come back home. So you'll see my events this week in next week's video. Can I do it? We shall certainly see. As always, if you've enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed my entire travelling, please give it a good old thumbs up, and you could share this video. And as always, your comments below really do inspire me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. We have travelled halfway across the globe, and I hope that I can take you for the other half of the globe. I've just got to find a job. Anyway, after the next video, where I'll be running around Sydney forever, we will be returning to an actual video every week. That's not me moving with a camera. Woo, steady on, dear. I'll see you very soon. Bye.